I don't really know too much about your relationship with her. How long were you together, for example?
We were together for a year and a half.
A year and a half. And she told you that Caylee was your daughter, but then a DNA test showed that it wasn't true. And you decided to stay with her and raise Caylee. Is that so?
That's correct. I decided that it didn't take blood to be a father, and that that was going to be my family, and I was going to stay with them.
That was most guys wouldn't do that, I think. A lot of guys would have said, you know, no. But so you're just a good guy, is that it? You're just a nice guy?
I'm just going to say that I was raised correctly. I have great parents who brought me up correctly in a very godly household, and when it comes to Casey and Caylee, I fell in love with Caylee as soon as she was born. And Casey and I had a very passionate relationship. I decided I was going to grow up and that was going to be my family.
I see. What was it about her that attracted you so much?
It's hard to look back on the things that attracted me to Casey, because I've kind of treated Casey as she stands today as this new, for lack of a better term, monster. The Casey that I was with doesn't exist anymore.
I guess, well, you weren't, there was no way for you to know at that time that she would be, you know, such a negligent mother at the very least of it. You know, I don't think that, how could you know that? And, you know, you were sexually attracted to her. I guess that's the story, right? Why did you break up?
She told me that I loved Caylee more than I loved her.
Oh, is that so? So she always had this insecurity with, there was some discussion of her relationship with her mother was sort of like that the mother liked Caylee better than her, and now you liked Caylee better than her. Did she ever go into therapy, or did you ever say to her, you know what, Casey, you need a shrink?
I never instructed her to get therapy. Probably hindsight being 20/20, that's something that I should have pushed for. However, there was a very adversarial relationship between herself and her mother. It was more than just, mommy loves my baby more than she loves me.
Why? What did you notice?
There was not a lot of love between those two individuals.
No.
There was a lot of arguing. There was a lot of fighting back and forth for who had more command, who had more control of the household, and primarily who had more control of Caylee. That was a constant fight going on between the two of them.